Why does technology move so fast and yet we move and evolve in generations? And in today's digital world where we're swamped with data, our ability to think is being eroded. These are the apps that run your life, and every one of them can be changed.
We might think it's simple to get the goals that we want, but why do they always feel out of reach? Why am I always compromising? Why am I not getting the things I want and settling for what I have? When it comes to getting things done, we're in the era of busyness.
Human beings love to do.
The more busy we are, the less time we have to think. Thank you, AI. Thank you, automation. All the things that make our life easier on the one hand is also making life more difficult for us.
I should be able to feel good, and I should do things that have meaning.
Sometimes maybe I'm not the best version of myself, and maybe there is something else I can do to shift the needle a little bit more.
But there is always a moment in time, there is always a point where we have to be the best version of ourselves.
I'm going to introduce to you something that I call the evolution of thinking, a completely different way for you to harness the power of your mind.
My lived experience, what I have actually done is use my brain at the absolute extremity of human performance in the cockpit of a high-performance 18-ton fighter jet.
And my career as a fighter pilot made me passionately curious about the brain and how it drives human performance. Why? Because my life depended on it.
Your brain has so much more capacity.
A deliberate way of connecting your feelings, thoughts, and actions each day to feel good, think clearly, and do the right things. So this is the way fighter pilots exist.
Now, fighter pilots are really good at setting the objective. We understand implicitly what it is we need to do. Do you?
Fighter pilots aren't taught how to fly, they're taught how to think. Because when we think this way, we release these incredible neurochemicals in our body. Dopamine, oxytocin, serotonin, or endorphins, or what I call the dose.
And purposeful reflection is called debriefing as fighter pilots, but I like to call it the do loop. Because what we say is every time we do something, we have to loop it back. We have to think about it. Here's what I want, here's where I am, here's the honest reason why I'm here right now, and this is what I'm going to do this afternoon to fix it.
To stop, to reflect, and to loop back our feelings, thoughts, and actions to make sure that we feel good, think clearly, to drive the businesses and the lives that mean so much to us.
It solves the problem that you're trying to solve right now, and that is to find the right information at the right time to empower really great decisions. And those decisions equal the outcomes that mean everything to you.
Because debriefing is actually a form of cognitive behavioural therapy. It's how we take negative situations, go through a logical process to come up with an action, or maybe you might even call it hope. We don't have a problem with innovation, we have a problem with execution of innovation. And we've trained over 2 million people in the fighter pilot mindset and the way of working, what we call flawless execution. But flawless execution accepts the fact we're not perfect, but that's no excuse to get as close as we can to zero gap between what we set out to do and what actually happens. It is completely your choice. The environment you create, the person you are, the people you associate with, none of it is foisted upon you. Every single thing comes back to you.